You want tea for your podcast? Story I haven't told?
Go ahead, yeah.
Happy Punch Promotions.
Yeah, what happened?
No one knows. No one knows.
This is Keemstar.
This is Keemstar. No one knows.
What happened?
I come up with a concept because I was doing Dana Tube back in the day. For those of you familiar, I was going around interviewing all the boxers.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was the main promotion.
This is after you got beat up.
I was the main promotion for Social Gloves.
Yeah.
Austin's event.
Yes.
I was the one. I was Wade Plem before Wade Plem. Everybody loved Dana Tube. So I came up with an idea after I did
I think I was the one who made that name.
Did you?
The Dana Tube.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
That was me.
That was you?
And then you just ran with it. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I didn't know.
Doesn't matter.
So
30%.
So I didn't get any. What? You think Keem paid me?
No, I want my 30%
Nah, he did,
for
he
that
did.
name.
Listen. I know.
Fucking with you.
So I come up with an idea. Happy Punch Promotion.
Did you come up with the name?
Me and Keem were doing it collectively, but yes, if I look back, I think I came up with the name.
Okay.
We both did an event together and we killed it. My career doesn't have a good name. Keem is the #1 business person on YouTube. He should have been canceled years ago. You can't cancel him. He's like Voldemort.
Yeah, he's really in this bitch.
Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer.
Yeah,
what did I do? What do I do with the guy who abused me for so many years, hurt me, tore me down? Become his best friend. Why? When Keem is your enemy, he will fucking ruin your life. But when Keem loves you, he will ride for you till he fucking dies, right? So I chose to partner with him. Got an idea. Happy Punch Promotions will be the #1 news media outlet for all these events. We'll head up all these boxing events and say that we'll do your commentary and promotion. Look at the numbers we have. Signed a deal with him. Did everything, launched it. We had a manager at the time that I wasn't with, but Keem was. Named, I'm not going to say it, John. Couple of weeks into Happy Punch, we got somebody doing the Instagrams. We instantly became one of the most poppin' Instagrams on YouTube, Happy Punch Promotions. I get an idea. I'm on YouTube at 3 a.m. in the morning. I find this kid named Dean the Great. Don't know if you've ever seen him box on Misfits.
I've seen him since.
He's fighting cops on the street, and he boxed 3 people at one time. I call Keemstar. Keem, I know how Happy Punch is going to the moon. How? We actually become a promotional company and sign these boxers. We get a percentage of all their purses, and we put them in the biggest fights. Game over. He loves it. We start that. We signed Dean the Great. We saw Salt Poppy. Now we have a roster of the best influencer boxers in the world. I was busy for a lot of things, and Keem allowed me to be busy, right? But I'm still 50% co-owner, 50% shareholder.
Still today?
No, 50% everything. I ended up, there was one time I had to go to rehab for something, so I had to leave that time. And then when I come back, it's time. I go to rehab for the Bryce Hall incident. Yeah. I get out of that. I then spend time on my sobriety. I don't have time to be focused on internet shit. I'm just focused on my health. Then I signed the Deji fight. Obviously, when you're in a fight, you don't have time to work, do anything. Your life 24/7, eat, sleep, breathe, is boxing.
Training.
Even if I lost, it's boxing. And I put my due diligence and worked every day. So I didn't have time to do Happy Punch shit, obviously. Why would I be expected to, you know? I fucking, like, I'm going to put the team on. I'm going to be wearing Happy Punch on my clothes. I'm going to walk out representing Happy Punch. And if I get this win, our stocks go up. And he knew that. He would text me all the time. You have to win. I don't expect you to work. You have to win. You have to win, right? I lose. I come home. I have my nose broken. I have to do a nose surgery. I'm recovering. The landlord of the unit I was living in sold the unit, kicked me out, had 7 days to go out, signed a new lease, moved all my stuff in boxes into my new home. Still vulnerable from my surgery. Hadn't had a single second to rest. My ex-girlfriend found out she was fucking this other dude while she was fucking me.
Tough.
Went through that breakup. Still dealing it with her, going to therapy about her. Depression started. I went from being 5% body fat, I don't know how much I was, to now for the first time in a year, started eating sugar again. Every single night, crumble cookies, ice cream, candy. So in 30 days that I spent recovering, I lost my body. I didn't even lose it by a lot. I probably went from 5% to like 12%. I don't know. But that little discrepancy fucked me up mentally. I stopped going to the gym, stopped being healthy. So I started slipping. I was basically holding onto the roof, but I hadn't fallen off yet. Keem then hits me up. Me and Keem had a guy that worked for us. His name was Perza, one of the best guys. He now works for Wade. And he was doing our TikToks and stuff. Perza got one of our YouTube channels accidentally demonetized. And he got another one banned for something hacked. Keem was livid.
For Punch?
Happy Punch.
Okay.
Keem was on the phone with me and this guy. And Keem is cussing him the fuck out. How dare you? How dare you? Keem is fucking... So I called the guy privately. Hey, brother. I'm so sorry for how Keem's talking to you. This isn't going to work out. I think it's best if you just leave the business, pay us the half of the advance we gave you, and be on your way. He apologized, said okay, called Keem back. Keem's out. Now we don't have the social media guy. So now Keem goes, Yusuf, I need you to be DanaTube. What do you mean you need me to be DanaTube? I don't want to be on the internet no more. I'm depressed. I'm going through shit. No, I've been working on this business the entire time that you've been training and didn't say a single shit. You were busy for a year before that. You haven't done shit for this company. I need you to be DanaTube. I need you to interview all the boxers. I need you to fly out to people. I need you to do the YouTube content. I need you to do the social medias. Keem, we don't even have a team. All my stuff is in boxes. I don't even have an editor. I don't have a cameraman. That's not my problem. You live in LA, find people. Keem, we need a budget to be able to pay these people. We'll work it out. Find the person, right? I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want to be DanaTube, but I'm scared of shit of Keem. So I'm like, I have to. So I call my lawyer and I start talking and I say, and Keemstar, by the way, I'm not trying to start any drama with you. I'm just finally telling my truth. I've never told my truth. You could tell your truth, but I think I'm doing it due diligence. I said I didn't work for over a year. I said I was busy during the Deji fight, but everything after that, I think I'm telling with 100% sincerity and truth. I'm not doing it to diminish you. You've cared for me when nobody else did, but I'm just stating the truth because a lot of people to this day think I own Happy Punch when I don't. So I don't want to do DanaTube. So I call my lawyers and I call my mom and I go, guys, what's more important? The millions that I'm going to make with DanaTube or my happiness? I'm not happy working with Keem. Great guy, but I can't. I just can't.
You can't because you didn't want to do that role or because...
The role and also because of just everything in the past. I was never healed from it.
Yeah.
I was close with the guy who literally made me want to kill myself.
Yeah.
I was in therapy talking to him.
Shit.
I would literally ask my therapist, why am I friends with my abuser? He made me want to kill myself. Literally. He didn't give a fuck about me for so many years. Now he's my best friend. That's fucked up. Something was wrong with me. So I tell them I don't want to be in Happy Punch. We call Keem. We call John. Yusuf wants out. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you. The reason Happy Punch went to shit. Me and Keem were supposed to make money from all the purses. There was a problem. John, Keemstar's manager, who owns everything with Keemstar, wasn't working with me, so he was unhappy. Why should I do everything for Happy Punch when I'm only getting 20%? Well, you're only getting 20% because you don't even manage me. You manage Keem, and I'm still giving you 20% of Happy Punch. That should be more than enough for you to work. No, I need more. So I get a lawyer involved. The lawyer talks to them, and he goes, well, guys, sorry to break it to you. You guys can't get paid anyway. Promotional managers can't be managers as well. Promoters can't be managers. So what is John and Keem's solution? Because they're making money 360 from everything else anyway. All right, fine. We won't take any percentage from the fighters. We just want them to rep Happy Punch and be Happy Punch fighters, and we'll do it that way. But I signed Dean the Great. Like, that's my guy. How am I not going to receive money from Dean? I want to manage his career. Sorry, Yusuf, we can't. So the money, I had zero income that I was supposed to be making from each fighter. They're getting paid $200,000, $100,000 for each fight. Yeah. Saw zero of it. That's what fucked up Happy Punch. So then I don't want to do the thing. The lawyer calls Keem and John and goes, Yusuf's out. Keem goes, are you fucking sure? If you're out, you're out, but I need you to be sure. I say yes. The next morning, I woke up with regret. I call Keem back and John and my lawyer. I'm sorry, I was wrong. I'm going to do everything in my power to work hard and make you happy, Keem. I'm going to make you so proud. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to be Fousey Tube. I'm going to be DanaTube. He then says, great, get in your car, go straight to the Austin McBroom face-off with a Nissan Gib, record it, get a video up ASAP, and do an interview with Slim. I rush with a broken nose, still taped, not even healed. I was supposed to do a face-off with a Nissan Gib in Austin. They go, a Nissan Gib goes, Yusuf, I'm focusing on my fight. I'm not about to do a face-off right now. The fight's tomorrow. I'm sorry. I already told Keem. So I go outside and interview Austin on his own. Post it. I go home. My mom's sitting with me. No cameraman, no editor, no nothing. I record this slim interview. I'm miserable. I hate it. Imagine doing this podcast, but you fucking hate it. You feel like a sellout. You're unhappy.
Why were you feeling that way then?
I needed time to myself. I wasn't ready. I was not ready. I hated it. My mom saw me afterwards. I started crying. She said, Yusuf, you got to leave Happy Punch. I call back and I go, I want to leave Happy Punch. They go, fine. We've made, I think at the time when I left, we've made $100,000 up to this point. We're going to give you that $100,000 and we're going to give you 5% co-owner rights forever because you're a co-founder. They wired the $100,000. It went away. Obviously, I had so much that I had to pay for, so much. Even the lawyer fees to fix this was disgusting. So I lost all that anyways. So
you still own the 5%.
I'm going to give you another tea after this about Jake Paul. So I do own 5%, but do you really think I'm going to see any of that 5%, Keem? But let me tell you what happened now. So because I was so hurt afterwards, I slip into a depression that caused me to let go and fall. I go straight into I'm broken. I'm calling mental health institutions every morning, crying, smoking a Newport on my patio. I don't know how to handle reality. I don't know how to handle time. I can't have conversations with people. Time feels too much. I think I'm going to go to the bridge and jump. Please let me in. They got me into one. I drive there with all my luggage. I'm so at a relief. I get in. Guess what happened?
What?
They check my insurance. It's midnight. They already cut off for the day, but I was in such a vulnerable state. They let me in because I could self-harm. They come back to me and they go, Yusuf, we checked your piss work. We found marijuana in your system. We can't admit you.
Yeah.
I smoked 2 weeks before out of a pen. I was losing it. I get in my car, call my sister. I'm crying. I'm screaming. I get a flat tire on the freeway on the way home. About to end it all. Take an Uber, go home. I'm crying. Noura, I'm going to end it. It's over. It's over. It's over. King Batch, I don't know how it happened, ends up texting me, hearing what's going on. King Batch at 2 a.m. came to my place in LA, sat with me, called a friend of his who lost a friend to suicide, and made him calm me off the ledge and got me to go to sleep that night. They found me a new mental health hospital to go to, and I went. I'm going to tell you a story about Jake Paul, but before I finish, I stopped talking to Keem after that incident. I ignored every call, everything, went to the mental health hospital. It wasn't until like 4 months later I actually answered a call. And every time he called me, he would talk as if I still own Happy Punch. Yusuf, you're still owner. This is your baby. You came up with this. Everybody still thinks it's yours. You have to be appreciative. We just signed Salt Poppy. He just knocked out this person. Our stocks are going through the roof. Keem, I own 5%. It's your business now. Stop trying to make me feel like I'm still owner. And he did it with good intentions, trying to, no, this is your baby. You still own it. Don't worry. Everybody knows. And I got sick of it. The internet always tweeted me, oh, you're not broke. You own Happy Punch. You do this. Having to watch all the Misfits events, seeing all these people do my role that I came up with, seeing the Happy Punch fighters, seeing Keemstar on stage running the event. That was my baby. I was pissed. I was hurt. So at the end of the day, I don't. So when Keem recently said what he said, I know me and him are going to be fine and we'll talk it out. But when Keem recently said what he said about the incident, that's why I tweeted and stood up for myself. And I said, brother, I didn't get banned for that. I got banned for this. And then I also said, and I don't own Happy Punch Promotions. Basically stop saying that.
Why do you think it's in his interest to say that?
Because he would always say on the phone, I hope you don't think that like I snaked you and took your business, Yusuf. I hope you know that you left me no options. I hope you know that you weren't working and I was forced to make that decision. He said I put him in a bad position, which I understand. So obviously he wanted to make me to feel good because he needed me. Verbatim on the phone, he would say, I need Dana 2 back. Nobody can do what you do. You're the best in the game. When he kicked me out of Happy Punch and gave me the 5%, he said, the reason I have to kick you out is because I have to invest the money we're going to make into somebody who's going to do your job. Till this day, this happened in 2022, he never hired a single person to do online content, and he only has the same person who's doing Instagram. All I asked him before I got kicked out was, Keem, Just keep me as percentage owner. Let me work behind the scenes like you. Let me do these events. Let me be the person who takes care of the fighters, like Dean the Great, who looks at me as an older brother.
You are as a percentage owner.
But guess what he said? I already do all that behind the scenes. I don't need you. I need you to be Dana Tube. So I left.
Yeah.